The dangerous game of choosing the queen. Huge crowd of girls gathered outside the royal palace. Every girl was desperate to catch just one glimpse of King Vikrant Singh. His deep eyes, his charming smile, and his powerful presence made him the dream of every young woman. Each heart had the same desire. If only I could be his queen. But the king was not just looking for beauty. He needed a queen who could match him in every way. And so, in his search, he made a shocking announcement. The one who wins this game will become my queen. This was no ordinary game. It was full of magic, mystery, and even the shadow of death. The question was, could any girl win this dangerous game? The king's announcement in a vast and prosperous kingdom. There was a king whose beauty and bravery were famous throughout the world. His eyes shone like the moon, his stature was godlike, and his wisdom was unmatched. Every girl dreamed of him, longing to see him even for a moment. Yet, despite all the admiration, the king remained unmarried. His people speculated endlessly about whom he would choose as his queen. One day, a special meeting was held in the royal court. Ministers and advisers gathered with eager faces, for the king had called them to make an important announcement. The news spread like wildfire. The king was about to host a grand event to find his queen. As soon as the king sat on his throne, the court fell silent. With a deep and commanding voice, he declared, "My beloved people, I know that my marriage has been a topic of discussion throughout the kingdom. The time has come for this palace to find its queen. But this will not be an ordinary selection. My queen must be wise, courageous, and, most importantly, capable of surviving the most dangerous challenges." The entire court was stunned. A game, and that, too, a dangerous one? No one had expected this. The king continued, "I announce that all unmarried women of the kingdom may participate in this competition. But remember, this is not just a single game, but a series of challenges. There will be magic, mysteries, and life-threatening trials. In the end, the one who emerges victorious will become my queen." The young women of the kingdom were filled with excitement and fear. What kind of deadly games awaited them? A grand field outside the palace was prepared for the event. Giant magical gates were built, each leading to a different challenge. The king's sorcerers designed the game so that no one could cheat. Thousands of girls registered, some mesmerized by the king's beauty, some eager to prove their intelligence and strength, and some simply curious about the secrets behind these games. But among them, one girl stood out. Her name was Adwitiya. She was not a princess or noblewoman, but an ordinary girl from a small village. Yet there was something unusual about her, a mysterious parrot that always sat on her shoulder, whispering cryptic words. No one knew where the parrot had come from, but it seemed to hold a secret. Unlike the others, Adwitya was not interested in marrying the king. She wanted to uncover the truth behind these magical challenges. There is something hidden in this competition that ordinary people cannot see, she thought. The Palace of Illusions. The first challenge. The day of the first challenge arrived. Thousands of girls gathered in the grand arena, while the king sat on his throne, surrounded by his courtiers. The first challenge was to enter a vast palace filled with countless doors. Only one door was correct. The rest were traps. Some doors led to endless time loops, others to unknown dimensions. As soon as the girls stepped inside, the palace revealed its magical nature. The walls started shifting, the ceiling rotated, and the entire structure kept changing. Some girls panicked and sat down in fear. Others tried to run but found that the paths changed before their eyes. Adwitya turned to her parrot and whispered, "Tell me, which door is the right one?" The parrot replied, "The door with no shadow is the real one." She carefully examined the doors and found one that cast no shadow. Without hesitation, she walked through it, and it was the right one. She successfully reached the next level. Many other girls were not so lucky. Some got trapped in illusions, some chose the wrong door, and some disappeared altogether. As the first challenge ended, the survivors prepared for the next deadly round. The king watched Aditya with great interest. There was something special about her, but this was just the beginning. The 5 deadly doors. The next challenge at the king's signal, the ground trembled, and a massive platform emerged, featuring 5 doors. Each door had a unique symbol. The Serpent's Gate. A giant cobra's glowing eyes guarded this entrance. The Gate of Fire, surrounded by blazing embers. The Dark Cave. A pitch-black entrance as if something terrifying lurked within. The Forest of Thorns, covered in sharp vines and deadly spikes. The Ordinary Door. A simple, plain door with no markings. The king spoke in a deep voice. Each contestant must choose a door. Behind some doors lies death. Behind others, impossible challenges. Only one door leads to the next stage. The girls hesitated, unsure of which door to pick. Aditya focused. Her parrot whispered, "The easiest path is often the hardest." She looked at the ordinary door and stepped towards it. But was it truly the right choice? The one who appears ordinary is the real one. The girls were moving towards doors with big symbols. Some were heading toward the door marked with fire, while others approached the one with a snake symbol. However, Aditya, without hesitation, chose the plain, ordinary door. "Has she gone mad?" someone murmured. "Among all these terrifying doors, she's choosing such a simple one?" As soon as Aditya stepped inside, she felt like she had entered a strange and mysterious world. Darkness surrounded her from all sides. Suddenly,